Today I'm going to read a memoir excerpt from Raw, A Midlife Quest for Health and Happiness, which is my forthcoming memoir. I sometimes tell people that it's a holistic healing version of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. The book is divided into 3 sections, body, mind, and spirit, and the excerpt that I'm going to read to you today comes from the very beginning of the mind section, and it's called Cleaning Out the Refrigerator. A year into my raw vegan diet, I knew I had more healing to do. What I needed, I thought, was a mental health diet. What might a raw food diet for the mind look like? I wondered. How could I give up junk food thoughts such as I'm not good enough and no one will care what I have to say? The answer to this question came in the form of a master's degree program in spiritual psychology. You have one useless master's degree, my inner gremlins hissed. How could you even consider another? But as time passed, I knew I had to go for it. 4 months into the program, I dreamed I'd gone shopping for fresh organic produce, and when I came home, I couldn't fit any of it into my refrigerator, which was jam-packed with other people's food. Bits of furry mold and unidentifiable brown sludge clung to stacked Tupperware containers. None of these leftovers belonged to me. I'd let everybody store their food in my refrigerator my whole life. My parents, my friends, my sisters, my stepfather, our parish priests, my teachers, kids at school, even strangers via TV. Magazines, billboards, music. What the heck is everybody else's rotten and forgotten food doing in my refrigerator, I wondered. Do I need to buy a new one? A disembodied voice said, "No, the fridge you have is fine. You just need to clear out everybody else's food to make room for your own." When I woke up, I thought about Marilyn Ferguson, author of The Aquarian Conspiracy, who once delivered a graduation speech at the University of Santa Monica that began with a proud declaration that she was a graduate of MSU. No one knew what that was, Michigan State University? Then she smiled and proudly declared, "MSU stands for making stuff up." I do this all the time, and what I've learned in life is the importance of unlearning. Letting go of false ideas or made-up stories that cut me off from awareness of who I am. I had a teacher who used to talk about how everyone carries an imaginary backpack filled with rocks. Apparently, we've all been hauling these around since childhood, rocks that weigh us down and create unnecessary suffering. We may not realize it, but we can live lighter and freer. I felt like I'd achieved that physically with raw food, and although I still had no clue how I'd accomplish something similar with my mind, I clung to my instructor's promise that this was indeed possible. But I had to lug around a lot of rocks before lightening my mental load, and as I learned to release rocks from my backpack, I found pebbles in my pockets, boulders in my backyard, and craggy cliffs in my kitchen.